At some point in your life, a song has stopped you completely. Not because you chose to stop, because something in your body responded before your mind had a chance to decide. Your chest tightened, the hair on your arms stood up, something that felt larger than the sound itself moved through you, and you had no explanation for why. You've probably never questioned that response. It feels too natural to question. But that reaction, that involuntary physical surrender to organized sound, is one of the oldest and strangest things that has ever happened inside a human body. And it was doing something specific long before anyone thought of it as music. Let's go back to the oldest evidence we have. In 2008, archaeologists excavating caves in southern Germany uncovered fragments of a flute carved from a vulture bone. When reconstructed, it was approximately 22 centimeters long, with 5 finger holes carved with stone tools at precise intervals. It was fully functional. Researchers played it. It produced clear, controlled melodic tones, and it was at least 40,000 years old. A second flute found nearby was carved from mammoth ivory, bent carefully into shape, the two halves fitted together and sealed. Whoever made these instruments did not stumble onto music accidentally. They understood it well enough to engineer it, to plan it, to carry the materials and invest the hours required to build something whose only purpose was to produce organized sound. But the real question is not when humans built instruments. It is how much older the music inside them actually was. Because the human brain does not respond to music the way it responds to any other sound. Music activates the auditory cortex, the motor system, the limbic system, and the reward pathways simultaneously. It is one of the only stimuli known to engage the entire brain at once. And the reward response, the dopamine release that produces the chills, the emotional surge, the physical pleasure of a melody resolving, is not something humans learned. It is hardwired. Infants only a few days old show measurable physiological responses to rhythm and melody. They did not learn this. They arrived with it. Evolutionary psychologist Steven Pinker once described music as auditory cheesecake, a pleasurable accident produced by cognitive systems that evolved for other purposes. But most researchers who have studied music across cultures have rejected that framing entirely, because music is not optional in any human culture ever documented. Every society on Earth, without a single exception, has music, not writing, not mathematics, not formal religion, music. Its universality places it in the same category as language and tool use, things that are not accidents. So what was it actually for? The leading hypothesis is social bonding. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar, best known for his work on the size limits of human social groups, has spent years arguing that music evolved as a mechanism for building and maintaining the large cooperative groups that gave early humans their survival advantage. Physical grooming. The activity that bonds other primates has a hard limit. You can only groom one individual at a time. Music fills a space that no other bonding mechanism can. A group of people moving together, breathing together, producing synchronized sound together, experiences a measurable neurochemical response. Oxytocin releases. Pain thresholds rise. The sense of individual boundary softens. The group becomes, for the duration of the sound, something closer to a single organism. And here is the part that reframes everything. Many researchers now believe music came before language, not alongside it, before it. Linguist Alison Wray and others have argued that the earliest human communication was not broken into discrete words with individual meanings. It was holistic, melodic, whole phrases carrying whole emotional meanings, the way a piece of music carries a mood without a single word. The separation of sound into distinct units with specific referential meanings, what we call language, may have come later. Music may have been the original human voice, which means the first time an ancient human heard organized sound that moved them, they were not discovering entertainment. They were not discovering art. They were experiencing the most sophisticated social technology their species had ever produced. A technology that could synchronize the emotions of an entire group, dissolve the boundaries between individuals, and bind people together with a loyalty that no threat or instruction could produce as reliably. That technology is still running inside you. Every time a song stops you without warning, every time a melody produces something that feels too large to name, every time music moves through you, before your mind has a chance to decide whether to let it. That is not a response to sound. That is 40,000 years of something that was never just entertainment reminding you what it was actually built to do.